Hi, my name is Kim, and today we're going to talk about pollinators. Welcome to McHenry County Conservation District's Wonders of the Wild. Flowers and other plants need pollination in order to reproduce. Luckily, there are hundreds of species of pollinators that help to make that happen. What you'll notice is that pollinators and flowers evolve together to find ways to make sure that the pollinator could drink the nectar from the plant and while doing so, pollinate the plant. You'll have flowers that are tubular. These are ones that are best for hummingbirds because they have the long beak and then the long tongue to reach into the depth of that flower. They also like flowers that are red and brightly colored. If you have a big wide open flower, that may be pollinated by beetles. They need a big landing pad to get onto the flower. Flowers that don't smell very nice tend to be pollinated by flies. There are all sorts of species of bees, and bees prefer the brightly colored flowers and the flowers that are more easily accessible, as in they don't have to get into the tube of the flower. However, having said that, there is a flower called closed gentian that does not even open at the top on its own. The bumblebee that pollinates it has to actually open the petals and crawl down in order to get to the nectar and then open it back up to get out. Butterflies, of course, are also pollinators. They are drawn to all different kinds of flowers, and some butterflies prefer the nectar of other flowers over certain ones. We've all heard about the monarch preferring milkweed, but that's actually preferring it to lay the eggs and then the caterpillar eating the milkweed. The adult butterfly will eat nectar from several different kinds of plants, as long as they're brightly colored and open for their tongues to reach in and get the nectar. When you see white flowers, those may very well be pollinated by moths, as they are visible at night. When you look at a pollinator, such as a bee, you'll notice that they're collecting pollen on their legs, kind of like little saddlebags full of pollen. They're not necessarily doing that on purpose because, again, their benefit is the nectar that they can take from the flower. But the pollen then gets transferred from flower to flower, thereby pollinating those flowers. We are concerned about pollinators because even though you'd think that there are hundreds and hundreds of species of insects and just as many species of flowers, there actually are those that are disappearing. There is an endangered bumblebee in our area called the rusty-patched bumblebee. It's losing its habitat and hasn't been able to recover as quickly as other species. If you would like to help pollinators, you can plant a garden at home. One of the tips you should use is to pick a variety of wildflowers that bloom at different times of the year. If you can have flowers blooming from April through October, you'll be providing nectar for pollinators the entire season. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to respect the local plants and animals in your conservation areas, and watch for us next time on McHenry County Conservation District's Wonders of the Wild.